could reverse.
Sir, good evening, Mr. President.
Yes.
Do you support the impeachment of the Vice President Benny Robredo amid criticism from Senator De Lima that it is stupid and an arrogance of power? And will you bring to court all of those who are behind the supposed concerted efforts to destabilize your administration amid a claim by Speaker Alvarez that there are plans by the Liberal Party to oust you the way former President Estrada was ousted?
Yes, it's all politics actually. In the matter of going after them, it has not reached that level of violence, destabilization. It's more of publicity. And for as long as it is really peaceful exercise of the freedom of speech and freedom of the press, there's nothing I can do about it. It's guaranteed under the Constitution. The talk about destabilization, I think, is a bit too, well, it's just an exponential word, actually. It has no limit. But actually, you have to have the kind of situation where there is already violence committed and imposed on the population, whether they are with you or against you. Pagka ginulo nila ang bayan, just like what is happening in Mindanao, if it goes out of hand and children are already targeted for killings, ibang istorya na yan. But as far as just being criticized, I would allow them. I cannot do anything because the Constitution guarantees criticism. And to peaceably assemble and maybe to address whatever grievance, and I don't see anyone except that they would want me ousted. But that's, I said I never denied that in the campaign, in the war against drugs, a lot of people have been killed. I do not deny that, I admit it. But wag naman yung wala akong pakialam that even families, I do not do that. I mean, for the life of me, I cannot imagine giving an order killing people or innocents or even a criminal with unbended knees or with outstretched hand in surrender. Those who choose to fight, the government will have the response that they want. But never, I said, you can ask anybody, I never ordered anybody in private or in public, which is, ang sinabi ko, papatayin kita, ako yun. And that is just a rage in my heart. You listen to all my speeches. Para makita nila kung gaano ako gagalit sa droga and for what it has, the drug itself has caused to my country. And the many hundreds of thousands are already addicts, and those with shrunk brain, so no more use to society. Just a burden.
Thank you very much.
Adano Tingkungko of GMA 7.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Sir, just to clarify and just to be very clear about it, dahil po nabanggit ninyo ito 2 beses, una kanina po sa Davao before you left, pre-departure press conference, pati po ngayon, earlier dito po sa ating na-address sa Filipino community dito sa Myanmar. Sir, pwede po ba natin ipaliwanag ng konti pa yung inyong ibig sabihin sa sinasabi ninyong parang hindi mapipigilan ang China na ituloy yung kung ano man yung construction sa Scarborough Shoal. Now, this is in light of 2 things. Yung mga ilang mangingisda sa Subic, Zambales, ay meron pong hamon sa inyo na ipakita raw po ninyo ang inyong katapangan at maglagay daw po tayo ng watawat doon po sa Scarborough. Another thing is, ito pong si Representative Alejandro, ang nag-file po ng impeachment complaint po laban sa inyo, ay kinukonsider daw po niya na mag-file ng supplemental complaint kaugnay po dito sa Benham Rice.
Well, for what? If he wants to fight with China, he can lead. I will be glad to send him as the first batch of delegation of Filipinos who want to take the Spratly Islands and all of this will be occupied now. Sige, siya ang mauna. Maraming galit na nangyari sa ganon. Ako, it could be slaughter for the Filipinos to do that. Yung kanyang tapang-tapangan, huwag mo nang do not compare me with you. You're all cowards. Alam ninyo, nakita yung kagitingan ninyo noong nag-mutiny kayo, mga walang hiya kayo. You just disturbed the public peace, shouting invectives against government. Warawara kayo ng mga armas doon. Gagawa kayo ng hotel. That's the only one that you are capable of doing, to invade the hotel and then thereafter to surrender. Kung ako pakitaan ng mga yabang ka. Ano bang ginawa nila? Yung grupo nila. What have you done to the country? Nothing. Except to make noise. And that really happened during your mutiny. Na hindi kayo kasi you were forgiven by a president na ewan ko. And you enjoyed your freedom now because of one man. But what you did to the country was really something awful. Tapos kayo mayabang, ano pinagyayabang ninyo na you had your chance to show your bravery. Do not shit with me. May panahon na dapat lumaban kayo. Yung itlog ninyo, dumating naman dyan sa bunganga ninyo. Tapos sabihin niya, bravery. Hindi noon lumaban na sana kayo, pinagpanandigan niyo yung sarili niyo. Don't, if I were you, stop boasting about bravery and all of this thing. You're incapable of doing it. You have had your chance to show to the Filipino. Your bravery was tested and you failed miserably. So do not talk about bravery and all of these things. You are actually ashamed. Pinag-aral kayo, ginastuhan ng gobyerno, tapos ganon ang ginawa mo sa bayan.
Pero sir, yung inyong nabanggit po tungkol po dun sa construction, sa Scarborough Shoal, and yung hindi po mapipigilan. Sir, para lang po sa benefit ng ating mga kababayan na hindi po narinig marahil ng buo ang inyong nabanggit. Ano po ibig sabihin nito?
Hindi nga natin mapigilan kasi hindi natin kaya ang China. Hindi nga mapigilan ng Amerikano. In the first place, pag umpisa pa lang yan, hindi na pumunta ang Amerikano, natakot na. Yun, may mga armasyon, baril, aeroplano, lahat. Ngayon, tinutulak nila ng tayo para magipag-away. And it will be a massacre. First hour pa lang, ubos na yung, naku. We are not in a position to declare war. But I said to China that someday, during my term as president, I will have to confront you about the arbitrary ruling. And that would be maybe during the time when you begin to extract minerals and the riches of what is inside the bowels of the earth. Entitlements lang naman, hindi naman teritoryo. Ang teritoryo, it is not within, I said repeatedly, it is not within our territorial waters. But what we are trying to achieve is that we are also recognized to own the entitlements. Ang nakuha lang dyan is the economic zone. But yung structures na yan has nothing to do with economic zone. It might impede, but actually it's a construction that would disturb the navigation of the sea. That is why it's very important for China and the rest of the nations, especially the ASEAN, to come up with a code of conduct.
Sir, maraming salamat.
Jervis Manahan,
Kasi
PTV.
anong believe dyan sa mga in the line group, Susmario.
Good evening, sir. I'm
Yes.
Jervis Manan from PTV. Sir, one of your allies in the House of Representatives, the former President GMA, has just been ousted as Deputy Speaker. So do you have any plans of appointing her in your cabinet?
No, I don't think she will accept it. She cannot be working under a president, and she was already a president. That would be quite a tall order for her to do that. But representing the people of the district of her own province would be somehow acceptable to even everybody. Marami nga silang ganun. Pato yung magtrabaho sa executive department under my direction and control, I said that's a very tall order for her. So I will answer the questions for her also, including mine. Ibig sabihin, hindi tayo darating pa sa panahon na yan.
Sir, would you consider her to lead the Constitutional Commission para po sa pagbuo ng federalism in the House?
Maybe. Maybe, kakaayaw rin niya. But maybe.
Thank you very
The
much.
last reporter is Roy Mabasa, Manila Bulletin.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
My question was on the relationship with the United States. You mentioned earlier that you're willing to give it all to support your counterpart, Mr. Donald Trump. In that context, I would like to know your appreciation of our present relationship with the United States in that context.
I think we're headed for something that is an understanding platform for both countries. You see, Donald Trump is a realist. He's a guy who knows what is real, what is not. And he does not engage in theory. And even in the matter of the human rights, he takes into account everything. That the view of the United States and the rest of maybe the EU countries are far different from the Orientals. And they are, at face value, what they are now saying is that they want everybody to follow. They're trying to impose their culture and their beliefs, whatever it has gone to. And when in the matter of the gender, there seems to be no, it's always the citizen globally. It does not say anything about being a national or a citizen of this country. And that could be fatal. Because then you impose the rules because he is a citizen of the global countries. You know, you're trying to be a dictator. You dictate upon nations how and what you believe in. That is not acceptable to Korea, Japan, and the rest of the ASEAN countries, and also with Putin and Xi Jinping. Huwag ka magsabi na ganito na protektado. That is why they're trying to protect everybody. That is why they worry about the human rights, even if it is not a citizen of their country. And dito, what is very sad is they believe in the propaganda. I said, I have made my admissions and I bind myself to it. But certainly killing other sectors who are not at all connected with you must be an insane person to do that. I'm just interested going after the drug guys. They have nothing to do with what's your business, what is your anong karnabal na gusto mo sa buhay mo? If you have a carnival there, fine, go ahead. But andito sa akin, druga. I'm trying to protect my country. I'm trying to stay loyal to the oath of office, to protect and preserve the Filipino nation. That's the long and short. I do not need to read the Constitution about martial law, about suspension of the writ of habeas corpus. Far from it. Actually, all I have to do is just to remember my oath. And I would do anything to protect the Filipino and preserve my nation. Yun lang ang trabaho ko.
Thank you very much.
Yung hindi nakakaintindi, talagang magulo ito. At gugulo ito kung ayaw nilang intindihin. Basta do not do anything that deprive us of our happiness of our children and destroying. Isa lang itong bayan ko. Kung sisirain mo, talagang magigira tayo. And I'm warning the Mindanao guys. Do not tempt me to declare martial in Mindanao, for starters. Because if I declare martial law, I will finish every problem of that island. Tatapusin ko na talaga lahat para wala na yung next generation, wala na. At magkakaintindihan na ang lahat, ang Moro, kontento, ang Kristiyanos, kontento sila sa buhay nila. And it's gonna be a progressive island. But if I declare martial law, I will finish all what ails the island. Ayaw ko. So do not force my hand into it. Because if I do, wala nang atrasan. Tatapusin ko talaga. To the last period. So ayaw ko. Do not force me to do it. Okay?
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much, members of
Salamat po.
Thank you so much, members of the press. Good night.